Hey, you remember that game with a dong slider? Well, people are playing it again.
According to figures from tracking website GitHype, Conan Exiles has managed to climb back into the Steam top 10 after almost losing its entire player base in early access. Developed by Funcom, Conan Exiles made its early access debut in 2017 and was one of the most successful debuts on Steam that year. Back in February 2017, Conan Exiles reached a peak of 53,000 concurrent players, making it the 6th most played game on Steam during that month. But by July, just a few months later, things had changed dramatically for the open world survival game. Fans flooded the Steam page with negative reviews criticising the game for multiple technical issues like bugs, unreliable servers and unfulfilled promises. Conan Exiles' player count dropped sharply and there was only a peak of around 3,000 concurrent players during this window. GitHype say most games that lose over 95% of its player base in such a short time span usually aren't able to recover. But now, over a year after its early access debut, Conan Exiles has made one hell of a comeback.
This month the game finally left early access and the player population has shot up back to a peak of 49,000 concurrent players. Since leaving early access, the game's price tag has gone up from $29.99 to $39.99, that's in US dollars, but the recent Steam user reviews have gone from mixed to mostly positive, which is pretty significant. Here's what GitHype said in their assessment of the stats. Quote, although players are still reporting numerous bugs, as is usually the case with most open world games, Conan Exiles' time in early access has been time well spent, and a great example of how to do early access right. The player base isn't likely to explode like PUBG and Fortnite, but it's sure to retain players for a much longer period now that it's off to a more stable second start.
This is good news for an MMO type game. You need players, that's for sure, and that's something that they didn't have a couple of months ago. Now, they released, went into like full version of the game, and the players have absolutely dramatically shot up. You can see it in the charts. There's no denying it. People are playing this game. I mean, the question is, why are people playing it now? I mean, what changed so much? I mean, GitHype says that maybe it's because they did the early access right. They fixed a lot of the bugs. It's still buggy, but for some reason, people like this game now.
Well, undoubtedly, when a game leaves early access and becomes just a launched game, you will get a bit of a bump, haven't you? But this has really been a spike, and it's kind of maintained it decently. So it's kind of the constant player base is there now, and it's there to. It's not been like a launch day spike and then people wanted to see what it was like and then left. The people are still playing it. That's really good. The reviews haven't been like amazing. I checked on Metacritic and it's on like 70 or something on PC based on 6 critics reviews. Although it did get recommended from Eurogamer, and it's kind of getting this like, yeah, if you like open world survival stuff, this is one of the best ones. But if you don't, then there's not much there for you. Other than that, it's difficult to see. And apart from the fact they've left early access and launched and been better than what it was like in early access, that's about it, I think. Those Steam reviews are important as well, because if it changes from an orange mixed to a light blue, mostly positive, and all the positive ones are blue, and that is big. That's psychologically huge. I think you jump on that page and you have a look at it, and it's an orange thing. It says mixed. You're like, oh, that's not good, is it? It's orange. But then if it's blue, then it's good. Then you think that's positive. People enjoy this game, so that's going to help sales as well. Yeah. Also going to help word of mouth, and then you get the snowball effect of it being in the charts. More prominence on the Steam store, more people checking it out.
I mean, obviously, a load of people bought it at when it launched into early access, but then they dropped away and stopped playing it. It's a contributor, right? When all these players have got this game where they tried it, because there's a dong slider, there's a boob slider as well, apparently. Right. So obviously, people want to jump in and try that shit out, because we don't have enough dongs and boobs in games. Apparently, they obviously bought the game, they stopped playing it, and then obviously they're jumping back in now. The game's launched, as well as all the new people coming in and everyone else saying that it's kind of good now and a lot of the bugs have been fixed. So it's congratulations. This is a success story from Funcom. Well done.
I think if anything, this is a bit of a miracle, because I thought like the survival crafting type thing, there's so many early access Steam Greenlight and now Steam Direct and whatever. There's so many of those types of games, or there have been in the past, that Steam is flooded with them, and they're mainly dead. They're mainly rubbish and dead, and no one plays them. So the fact that one can come along in 2018 and leave early access and go, hey, we're worth playing now, and what do you know, 49,000 people agree and they're playing it constantly.
Well,
that's a bit of a miracle, I think.
Yeah, I think what it is that most of them don't make out of early access. So it's like
yeah,
when one of them actually makes it out, everyone was like, yeah, let's play this game that is actually finished, because all the rest got left by the devs and they're all like spending your money on a yacht somewhere in the Mediterranean. Probably what they're doing.
Are you jumping into Conan Exiles again? Have you already started playing it? What do you think of it? What do you think of the changes since early access? Let us know down in the comments. Remember to like and subscribe if you happen to enjoy the video. There's another video right there which you can watch right now if you want, and a link to Patreon right there if you want to support the channel. Thank you for watching the video. We'll see you next time.